art block is not real. It doesn't exist. And if you're an artist, I highly suggest you don't associate with that kind of low vibrational mindset.
They may or may.
So, let's get started. You are deranged. You hiss like an evaporating vampire when you're exposed to a blank page. You're driven by fear. You're helpless at the moment. Your creative process is shrinking. It's gotten so bad that you've been avoiding eye contact with your sketchbook. How sad. And you have this very thick, heavy, molasses-like, depressive ass feeling down the bottom of your fucking belly. You went out seeking for a source, and you went to a well. The well looked empty. So you tried to take a little peek. Guess what happened? You fell. Now you're surrounded by darkness when you turn in any angle. And I come on with a golden sheen, with angel wings. I offer you my hand. Are you gonna take it? But in all seriousness, let's get into it. After watching this video, once you're healed, don't ever use art block ever again as an artist. Actually avoid that term. Like, I'm genuine. Like, I feel like once you're like, oh, I have art block, then you're just sitting on your ass because you have art block. You're blocked. I got my little journal. Yeah, I got a couple questions I'm gonna ask you, and I need you to be honest with yourself because that's what really. And before going any further, this video is legitimately for people who actually are artists. Like, you know you're an artist. Like, it's not like debatable. Like, you have the need, you have the passion for it. Like, I can't teach you that. I can't give you that. So my first question for you will be, where is your source coming from? Because you say that you're having a blockage, right? So where's that source? Where's that coming from? Where was your source? Why is it blocked? That's a very important question. And if you're like, what do you mean source? My mind? Fucking internet? Dumb bitch. I'm just saying, everything in the world right now has already been done. As an artist, your job is to create something new and explore and find and do monkey shit. If you don't know what your source is, I just journal. Try to journal, just be like, oh, I think this is where it is. Journal like different ideas and just, I think a healthy source would be yourself. I think a healthy source would also be other people. But it's also like literally everything. As an artist, you can see beauty in everything. You could turn a dusty IKEA lamp into the prettiest little, you know, and that's what artists do. You reinvent, you create, you change. It doesn't matter what you make, as long as you know what you're doing and you make it to the way that it looks in your fucking mind, then it's like, it's right there, you made it, right? And if it looks good to you, then that's it. Like, that literally is it. Your success can never be measured by what other people tell you about your art. If you like it, you like it. It's art. That's done. That's over. So many people lose their passion because they make something new, something that's never been done before, and then other people look at it and they're like, the fuck? I think it's really important to understand where your shit comes from. I used to create from thin air. My source is the infinite dark matter. I can just tap into the darkness in my subconscious and pull out God knows what. That's how I do it. Just knowing the source, it helps you better understand yourself and what you're putting out and like what actually is going on. Basically, all around us there is infinite potential, right? And artists are the people in our world throughout history that have brought these ideas to life. That's what your job is as an artist, is to create from your mind, bring it to life. That's it. Let's forget the art block. But as an artist, you're full of ideas all of the time. That's just how that goes. And if you truly, truly do know that you're an artist deep down, and for the rest of your life, you don't even have a choice. Like, this is it. Like, Yeah, there are literally no problems with you. Art block, that shouldn't affect you. And I'm 99.9999% sure when people talk about art block, they're really just talking about mental health stuff. Because I'm speaking from experience. When I was going through depression, I just stopped drawing for about like 2 years. I lost all my skills. I lost the passion. Getting back into it was the hardest part because it was just that I had to admit that I did lose those skills. Like I was bad again. I had to relearn quite literally everything, and it was painful. But through that experience, I understood the truth of what the hell I'm doing. And once that mental blockage was gone, I really understood like what it meant to be an artist. There's your personal mental health, and there's also how the art that you make, it affects you when you put it out. I hope this makes sense. Like if you post on Instagram, it's always like there's competition, and I feel like these mental blockages start to like add up once you get into like different layers. Once there starts to be very specific certain expectations of you, like when it comes to your art, when there becomes comparison, like literally if you compare yourself, I can't help you, you're killing yourself, you're killing your art. Comparison isn't all bad, like, but if you're like deeming your worth off of somebody else's work, that's wrong. Sorry, don't do that. There's also this sense of urgency. Like I'm 18, right? And when I was 12, I legitimately believed by the time I was 18 I was gonna be soaring, but life had very, very different plans for me, and I'm not upset about it. But again, this sense of urgency, that's not healthy in any way. Like if you're feeling rushed to make art because it just feels like time is like running out, chill out. I'm taking my glasses off because the reflection is killing my eyes. These blockages, mental blockages caused by expectations, the sense of urgency, lack of trusting yourself, and like literally lack of identity, lack of mindfulness. Also, I don't think people really understand what it truly means to be an artist, and I could get into that in a different video because that's a whole different thing. But being an artist is basically you embody what you do, you embody what you make, right? And if you want to move unauthentically, it's gonna show. You cannot be a wishy-washy half-ass artist. It's gotta be 100% or nothing. The mental blockages are very easy to fix, but you have to be willing to actually acknowledge them. Get up. Fear and shame will keep you stuck, but instead of letting fear hold you back, you could use that as motivation. That could be a fire. Yeah, like rebel against your mind, bully your mind back by doing good things. So now that you know where your source is coming from, you have established a sense of self-worth. Now that you know that whatever you make has worth, doesn't matter what, as long as you made it and felt true to you, felt good to you. The next step will be to eradicate comparison, eradicate, vanquish. It's tired. You cannot like, because most of the times when we compare ourselves to somebody, it's on social media, but social media is a fucking lie. It's not even half the truth. I'm not even sure if it's 1% of the truth. So you're literally comparing yourself to something that doesn't exist, that's not real. Shooting yourself on the foot before you even start. Like, don't compare yourself. I feel like once you stop comparing yourself, you're gonna naturally be able to create more. Whatever dumb ideas you have, it's like you don't even understand. People are getting millions, trillions, billions off of the shittiest songs, shittiest art. The worst thing, the most useless, the most mundane. That's the world that we live in, and you're holding yourself back because I'm like literally telling you, like I'm telling you. Everything is not as it seems. Nothing is as it seems. You can't even believe what I'm saying. Even what I say, take that with a grain of salt. Know yourself, know you. I cannot tell you anything new. Matter of fact, I can't even help you fix your art block. Only you can, because literally all the answers that you're searching and looking, all the answers that you have been seeking out, they're all within you. You already know the answers. All I could tell you is keywords to highlight the road that you feel like you want to take. That being said, don't doubt yourself when you're creating. When you're creating, just allow yourself confidently, authentically squeeze it out of you. Nothing else. It doesn't have to be a famous topic. It doesn't have to be popular. Write about the really random day you went to the creek. Do you. It's you that we want. Everything else has already been done. What do you have to offer? Who are you? That's what I'm saying. You have to really be standing on your truth. You have to really know who you are, and you cannot waver on that because it's gonna show. It's not even that it's gonna show, it's just gonna affect you a lot. Like I can't imagine not being stabilized and putting out a song goes viral, people are hating on you, and you don't have that foundation yet, so you're literally gonna be swept away by every comment that they make because you just don't have that. Make the things that make you happy, make the things that make you smile, make the things that you want to see. Your niche, that's you. You are the niche. Your hair is the niche, your eyebrows are the, your lips are the, you are the niche. Now that we've solved your source problems, your self-worth, and now that you can stand in your truth, we can finally move on to finding your roots. Or maybe you could do that before. You could do it together, I guess. But go back to your roots. Why did you like music in the first place? For me, I was singing more before I can remember talking. I love singing. I just love singing. I like doing it. I like art. I like all of it. It makes me happy, I think. It was never a doubt. It was always just, that's what I've always been gravitating towards. Sadly, I've realized that's how it's gonna be for me for the rest of my life, regardless of what I would like. I'm just an art, I cannot help it. The more I learn about the world, the more I want to come back to my art and create with that. I could be a fucking architect, and I'll just use that to make pretty houses and crazy infrastructures, you know? So, but going back to your roots, I want you to really imagine times when you were a child or whenever you started liking art or music or whatever, and I want you to really envision that place that you were in, that body that you were in, that feeling that you were feeling. That feeling is very important. That's the passion, right? When I was little, I would always feel like it was like a burning flame, torch, lighter, inside of me. It was actually it's very strong. And when it went away, I was quite very depressed because that was what I had based my entire life off of. But that taught me to be a well-rounded person. It taught me to be to learn more about whatever else was going on around the world. I didn't have to pick art all the time. That there were other parts of me that were also important. Growing the other parts of me also helped me grow as a person and helped me grow my art. I don't know. It all works together, it really is. But take that feeling that you was feeling when you was very passionate about art, when it started. I want you to bring that feeling to the present moment, and I want you to feel how it shifts the world around you. Feel that feeling. Just feel how it's shifting your view. But you can't just rely on that feeling to create, because that feeling is might even be barely nostalgia. That's not your source. That can never be your source. The past should never be your source. I'm kidding. The past is cool, but the past only repeats itself. So I'm just saying, take that feeling and start implementing it into your day-to-day life. Try to feel that way when you're drawing. Try to incorporate, actually honor that feeling. Don't be like, oh, that's so cringe. What? Do you even want to be here? And the funny part is, a lot of successful artists have tapped into their cringe. Now their cringe is a trend. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're holding yourself back because you think you look funny. Funny looking people have made millions off of being funny and funny looking. It's not even about the money. It's just, if you're not gonna accept yourself and like yourself, it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out, because you are the art, you are the tool, you are the pencil. Your mind is where the ideas come from. You are the tool to create that art. But if you're not accepting yourself, you can never truly understand what you're looking at. Just turn into a therapy session. But with that feeling, take it with you, use it every day until now. It's not just a past feeling, it's actually a day-to-day feeling. That's what I did. I broke up with my bozo ex because he was holding me back. JK, I'm not, that's a little mean, but really, I needed time alone. I needed time away to really go back to my roots and connect with what my passion was in the first place, because I had completely lost the fucking plot. I was so far gone. And if you're wondering, how do I know it's gonna feel right? You're gonna know, because it's gonna feel right. It's gonna feel like you're aligning with something that's meant for you. I'm gonna say these last couple of points very quick because my phone's about to die. Laugh at perfection. Be a well-rounded person. Make mistakes. Be ugly. Be jealous. Be grimy. Be everything. Don't try to be perfect all the time. When you try to control your art, your life, and try to envision and try to make it go your way, you're gonna be miserable, because you treat life like a dream, like a lucid dream, like you're lucid dreaming, like anything is possible. The moment you wake up, treat it like that and allow things to just come to you. Just experience things. Don't try to force an idea because of a plan because of an idea. Like, really try to be authentic in that way. I hope this helps. I don't see a reason why I wouldn't, but if you have any questions, I would love to answer them. And if you love art, waste your life making it.